Today my focus is about present about AI literacy in higher education because it's a timely important topic as well, and also along with the symposium theme, it's about social responsibility of librarians, and I thought it's really good to combine those emerging technologies and how we are going to support our community in that space, right? So that's my focus, how our academic libraries, how our academic librarians build skills for the smart nation, for our students and maybe our colleagues or maybe our staff members, right? Okay. Cool. So with this starting point, I would like to give a moment for you to reflect on yourself and asking these questions from yourself as well. For example, we know that the AI comes to the world and then comes to our all part of our works as well, our day-to-day life or maybe work life or our education and so on. So since that if AI is reshaping the future of our work, so what responsibility do we or do you as an educator or librarians or as an institution or maybe as a whole university, right, have in preparing our learners to navigate this future safely and wisely? So when I consider about the previous speakers, they all talk about the future, sustainability, and so on. So here I highlighted the future as well. So think about your plan and your approach about preparing our learners to navigate this future safely and wisely. So if we do not have a really good answer for that one, so we all are in a danger because we are the one who are responsible for that one, especially academic librarians, those students, those who come to the university, and then they bring the next step to the development of the country and development of the world. So we have lots of responsibilities in preparing our students, our staff members to face this future perfectly or professionally as well. Right, so that's sort of thoughts for you to think about from your side, your own individual professional life, and ask those questions from yourself, and how extent that you prepared yourself to answer those answer this question. And through this presentation, I tried myself to give kind of a guidance for you to practice. Maybe after the symposium, maybe you will be able to use that framework or use that guidelines to help with your students to improve their AI literacy as well. Okay, right. Okay, so I'll start with this one, how AI technologies are reshaping our learning. And it's actually it's reshaping learning because it's changed how our students learn, because they have lots of opportunities through AI tools as well, not like the way that we learn, right? So it has been changed. And how research is conducted as well. So the time that we have allocated for the research, and nowadays it's like very short period of time, we can do lots of things along with the development of or the availability of different AI tools, right? And finally, how information is produced and consumed. So the way, I mean, the reshaping the learning is the way that we produced information as well as consumed, how much, how many, how are we going to ethically assess those information has been changed as well. So if you can see these tools, so they are a little bit like few, right? So we have a lot more AI tools comes to the world that helped our education, that helped our work life, that helped our day-to-day life as well. So in terms of education, now you can see there are different tools available for our students, for our staff members to work with. So that's how it's like reshaping our learning and then changing constantly as well. So they could use for the general purpose. They can use AI tool for understanding, help understanding, or maybe language generation, or maybe research, right? And also for the other factors, it could be producing image and video generation and presentation generation as well. So these are a couple of tools, couple of examples, right? But it's not the everything. So there are a lot more tools available, and then now you can think about when that students engage with those tools, or if they are not engaging with this with these tools yet. So what's your responsibility of bringing everybody into the same space? Right. And the our next question is how AI technologies are raising new challenges, that because of the different tools, and they have the opportunity to use different tools for the different scenarios, and what are the challenges that we are facing right now. So the first one is about academic integrity, right? So are we or our students actually acknowledge the use of or showing respect of using others' content, others' knowledge, images, and so on? So are we really ready for that one? So with along with these AI technologies, how about our students prepare themselves uh, for the future along with this academic integrity as well? Are they actually acknowledging all these knowledge that produced or the information produced to the AI? Are they really acknowledging them as well through their work, what they are learning and what that AI tools has produced for themselves? Okay, and critical thinking, and whether our students involving asking different questions, are they questioning about the assumptions, or are they identifying different biases and also assessing evidences and considering different perspective? Are they doing all this stuff? If not, are they really depend on the outcome that comes from the AI tools or other technologies? And so it's really our responsibility about developing those skills, critical thinking skills of our students and our staff members as well. And AI literacy comes, and I will define AI literacy very shortly. And when the AI literacy comes, we need to think about, because you have the understanding about digital literacy, information literacy, and then now we're talking about the AI literacy. So similarly, we are supporting our students, supporting our community to work with AI technologies well. In that sense, they can actually properly engage with the academic integrity, critical thinking, if they have AI literacy, right? So here we go to define about AI literacy. So what is AI literacy? Similar to other literacies. So that refers again set of competencies that required for us, for our students, to understand what's AI and to evaluate our AI outputs, and also interact with different AI tools, different outcomes, and also critically reflect on AI systems as well. There will be different free available tool and so on. There are a lot more. And their societal impact as well. So what's the impact for the society? So these competencies, again, really important to build our students very well for the future. And when I refer the literature about Long and Magikov in 2020, it's like a few years back, but they still argue that regarding the typology of AI literacy, they argue that there will be three in terms of AI literacy. They need to focus about functional literacy, critical literacy, and civic literacy. So what are those? Or are we preparing our students on these skills as well? So the functional literacy, knowing how to use of AI tools, and critical literacy is about knowing how to question themselves. That's where that critical thinking comes again as well. And civic literacy, knowing how to act. How they're going to act? Are they going to use the similar information for that produced by the AI tools for their own work, or how they're going to critically think and then act upon the produced materials from the AI, produced information from the AI, and then how they're going to develop many more, and then how they're going to integrate their own learning aspects as well. Right, and why we, right? So why academic librarians in this space? So what are your responsibilities? So we know that AI literacy is now really essential part in higher education. We can't forget about that argument. And on the other hand, the in order to develop AI skills or AI literacy skills, it is very lack or having there's lack of programs available in the university or the higher education sector, not only about Sri Lanka but also other countries as well, because it's still emerging, and structured teaching approaches to teach these skills are not fully developed. So in that space, that's where you can come on board and then act very quickly to respond to this situation, because as an academic librarian, you have expertise in information literacy, innovative pedagogies, and you have interdisciplinary collaboration along with other researchers doing work with other academics in different subject disciplines. And so that positions yourself to lead AI literacy in education. Not only that, because of these process or these availability skills with you, so you can actually bridge the gaps with developing AI literacy skills in the higher education and promote lifelong learning through that, and also create safe space for our students and our academics to engage in the higher education. And so my focus here is, because of this process, how you're going to teach AI literacy through your academic libraries, how you're going to act upon. So I actually referring one of the very recent framework developed by LaFlame, because I selected that frame that not only because it's new, but also it's using by the same frameworks has been used by different universities around the world so far as well, right? So La Flame developed a tiered model for teaching AI literacy in academic libraries. So I'll share a couple of things very quickly depending on the time, and I'll give you the references later on so you can actually go and uh, integrate or go and retrieve more information later on, right? Okay, so their argument or their process is that tier model include 4 tiers. The tier one is about foundations of AI literacy. So you need to start your AI literacy program with the foundation of AI literacy. It doesn't matter where that your students are. Some students are very capable of doing that, but some are not, right? So we need to bring them all into the same space, same level. So start with the foundation of AI literacy, and then you can move towards to engaging with AI and critical evaluation and the ethical use of AI, and finally advanced topics and the future of AI. So that's what they called 4 tiers. And I will bring you to the little bit more in-depth information about all these sections. So if you focus on the tier one, so it's about foundations of AI literacy. The objective behind that the program, the tier is establish foundational knowledge of AI with your students or with your academic staff members or with your other staff members, and how it's functional, and then with the real world applications as well. So the basic idea is you can take these 4 tiers into 4 different workshops, right? So which is very easily convert into the action, right? That's what really important. Not only thinking about what we learn, but we need to make in action as well, right? So you can bring all these 4 tiers into 4 different workshops, and it's suggested by from the literature, you can actually start with 60 minutes, just 1 hour workshop. So if you think about foundation of AI literacy, that's the starting point for you, and that's the objective for the program, objective for the workshop. You can focus on understanding AI fundamentals and exploring AI apps and give experiences for your participants, right? And you can see that in this the screen, there are different information that you can actually engage with all these aspects, right? So when you move to the engage with AI, so that could be your workshop too, and you can focus on equip students with practical skills. and how they're going to interact effectively with different AI tools, and how they're going to understand the mechanism of developing or providing such outcome with the AI tools, because different AI tools act differently. So how do you know that? How do you encourage your students to practice all these things? And you can start with giving prompt engineering, and also understanding different AI technologies, and also at the end giving experiences, right? Ask students to engage with different AI tools, and you can collaborate and develop sort of AI driven solutions to the real world. And the last two, the third tier is about critical evaluation and the ethical use of AI, right? So students, you can encourage students to develop and the ability to critically assess AI outputs, because they are not, if they accept all the outputs from the AI, it's not the critical thinking, right? So you need to improve those skills from your students, from your staff members, and so on. So you can think about critical evaluation of AI outputs, how you're going to encourage them to think about ethical implications of AI, and also giving experiences about analyzing real world scenarios and how they end up with their answers, right? So this could be another workshop 3, right? So that's sort of what we called scaffolding students' AI literacy skills through these different workshops. And last one is about advanced topics. So after you going through that such tier 1, 2, 3, so you can then engage with advanced topics and future of AI. So you can focus about advanced AI concepts, future trends of AI, and again giving experiences. That's really important. At the end of each workshops, you can focus on what they can actually bring back with them, right? And so you can ask them to engage with different discussions, the future of AI, how it's going to be support themselves even at the end of the undergraduate program, postgraduate program, and so on. Right, and this is another example. So I told you that each tier you can actually convert into different workshops. So this is an example as a first workshop. The first year is about foundations of AI literacy. If it is a 60-minute, like 1 hour workshop, this is the objective that you need to achieve, and these are the activities that you can actually engage with your students. So you can welcomes like 5 minutes, and also you can give the mini lecture for the 15 minutes along with the individual activity about what is AI, and also exploring AI apps for 20 minutes, giving sort of group activities, engage with the students and your community with the class discussions, and finally end up with giving hands-on experiences. So it's really cool idea for to bring that different tiers into the different workshops. So if you're going through this process, then you come up with 4 workshops. It's already in your hand, and then you can start on acting yourself very quickly to respond into that changing scenario, right? Okay, so how to implement those workshops? You are expert in this area, and then you are having a really good collaboration with your academic staff members and with the faculties to directly conduct those workshops along with their course curricula. So you need to negotiate with the faculties, academic staff members to communicate well, to engage, to encourage them to include such AI literacy program with their curricula. And also, you can also deliver some of the workshops by yourself as well, encouraging students to directly enroll with the couple of workshops, and or maybe all the workshops. So it's you can figure out very well. And also, most important things is when that students first comes to the universities, like their first year experience, right? So we always have orientation program. It's not only focusing about the orientation program, but make sure that you grab your first year students attention about these new topics, and then you build up your skills, you build up that AI literacy skills from the starting point, right? And yeah, and then it leads, if you started the process, it leads to the future research directions as well. So that's really good thing as an academic librarian. So you can do your active work and then start your research work as well. So along with this program, this tier workshop series, you can again think about how you're going to evaluate student outcome, different research project, disciplinary adaptation into different subject discipline, and scalability and implementation. Different universities has different scenarios, different resources, how you're going to engage with those. And finally, staff development as well as ethical engagement. So this is sort of things for you to think about from your side about future research directions along with AI literacy. And these are some of the references that I used for this presentation. Yeah, and that's me. Finally, AI literacy is not optional. It is foundational now, right? So we need to focus more on that. We cannot thinking about those aspects. So libraries help ensure to no learner is left behind. The learner means it could be your students, it could be your staff members, it could be your professional staff members. So that's all responsibilities with you as an academic librarians. I hope that will take into your account. Right. Thank you.